Hello everyone, today, me, Sriracha, Jad, and Classic Lara are going to talk about the history of Ireland. So without wasting any time, let's begin. The history of Ireland is one of the longest and richest in Europe, stretching back thousands of years. Over time, the island has been home to prehistoric communities, Celtic kingdoms, Christian monasteries, Viking settlers, Norman invaders, English rule, struggles for independence, and the modern nation that exists today. Ireland's history has played a major role in shaping its culture, language, traditions, and identity.
The earliest evidence of human activity in Ireland dates back about 33,000 years, although continuous settlement is generally traced to the end of the last ice age. By around 7000 BC, Mesolithic hunter-gatherers were living across the island. Around 4000 BC, farming arrived, bringing permanent settlements, domesticated animals, and cultivated crops. During the Neolithic period, people also built impressive stone monuments, including the famous Newgrange, which was completed around 3200 BC. Newgrange is older than both Stonehenge and the Great Pyramid of Giza. During the Bronze Age and Iron Age, new technologies, customs, and trade networks developed. By about 600 BC, Celtic culture became dominant across much of Ireland. The Irish people spoke Celtic languages that eventually developed into the Irish language. The island was divided into many small kingdoms called tuatha, each ruled by its own king. Although there were high kings who sometimes claimed authority over much of Ireland, political power remained divided among many regional rulers. Unlike neighbouring Britain, Ireland was never conquered by the Roman Empire, though the Romans traded with and wrote about the island.
During the 5th century AD, Christianity spread throughout Ireland. The person most closely associated with this transformation is Saint Patrick. Over the following centuries, monasteries became important centres of religion, education, art, and scholarship. Irish monks copied and preserved many ancient manuscripts, while masterpieces such as the Book of Kells became famous for their beauty and craftsmanship. These achievements earned Ireland a reputation as an important centre of learning during the early Middle Ages. Beginning in the late 8th century, Viking raiders from Scandinavia started attacking monasteries and coastal settlements. Over time, many Vikings settled permanently and established trading towns, including Dublin, Waterford, Cork, Limerick, and Wexford. These settlements became some of Ireland's first major urban centres. Viking influence gradually declined after defeats such as the Battle of Clontarf, although Norse culture continued to influence Irish society.
In 1169, the Norman invasion of Ireland began when Norman knights landed in County Wexford at the invitation of the King of Leinster, who sought military support. 2 years later, Henry II arrived in Ireland, beginning centuries of English political involvement on the island. Although Norman control was strong at first, many Norman families gradually adopted Irish customs and language. By the late Middle Ages, English authority had shrunk mainly to an area around Dublin known as the Pale. During the 1500s and 1600s, the English crown re-established control over Ireland through military campaigns and plantations, especially in Ulster. Large numbers of settlers from England and Scotland moved to Ireland. These changes transformed land ownership, politics, and religion, creating tensions that would influence Irish history for centuries.
In 1801, the Acts of Union 1800 came into effect, abolishing the Irish Parliament and making Ireland part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. One of the darkest chapters in Irish history was the Great Famine between 1845 and 1852. Potato blight destroyed the main food crop relied upon by many poor families. More than 1 million people died from starvation and disease, while about 1 million emigrated, mainly to the United States, Canada, Australia, and United Kingdom. The famine dramatically reduced Ireland's population and had lasting social and economic effects.
In the early 20th century, the movement for Irish independence became stronger. The Easter Rising of 1916 was suppressed, but it inspired growing public support for independence. This was followed by the Irish War of Independence. The Anglo-Irish Treaty led to the creation of the Irish Free State in 1922, while 6 counties in the northeast remained part of the Northern Ireland. Disagreement over the treaty led to the Irish Civil War.
In 1937, a new constitution renamed the state simply as Ireland. Then, In 1949, Ireland officially became the Republic of Ireland and left the British Commonwealth. From the late 1960s until 1998, Northern Ireland experienced a conflict known as the Troubles. The conflict involved Republican and Loyalist paramilitary groups, British security forces, and others, resulting in more than 3,500 deaths.
The Good Friday Agreement of 1998 helped bring most of the violence to an end and established a new political framework for Northern Ireland. Today, Ireland is a democratic country and a member of the European Union. It is known around the world for its rich literary heritage, traditional music, scientific achievements, technology sector, and beautiful landscapes. From ancient monuments and medieval monasteries to its modern cities and vibrant culture, Ireland's long and fascinating history continues to influence the nation and its people today.
And that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day to you all.